feels real, doesn't it? The sand on your skin, the taste in your mouth.
I would really appreciate it if I could come in. It's awfully cold outside.
A most irretrievable, scurvy retard.
Don't show fear.
Listen, 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 listen.
You can now check out the Puke 'em Up podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, any format that carries podcasts. What the fuck? Hello everyone, this is Gruesome Herzog.
And Little Girl, and today we're going to be reviewing Halloween at Aunt Ethel's, a 2018 film. Everyone in town knows the story of old Aunt Ethel. It is said that she makes Halloween candy and pumpkin pie out of the kids that trick-or-treat at her house. This Halloween, the neighborhood teens are going to find out the truth.
Directed by Joseph Mazzaferro, written by Joseph Mazzaferro. Here's the cast. Chris Cavalier as Ricky, Melissa Daddio as Rachel, Sean Michael Gloria as Mark, Jason Henney as Jay, Rissa Catherine Marie as Sierra, Giovanni Mazzaferro as Gio. That's funny. Lisa McConnell as Mrs. Cooper, Madeline Murphy as Melissa, Kearney Nelson as Sarah, Stephanie Town as Mandy, and Gail Yost as the lovable Aunt Ethel. Before we get started, let's take a listen to the trailer.
They say that old Aunt Ethel, she turns all the kids' body parts into Halloween treats, leaving behind no remains at all.
Oh wait, look. There she is.
Who?
Old Aunt Ethel.
Yeah, girl, everybody has heard about old Aunt Ethel.
Hey, did you guys hear about Rachel?
No, what?
She went missing. She's been missing for like 3 days.
Oh, what happened to her?
She went missing.
I mean, is it true that she takes all the kids on Halloween night and stuff?
You worried about the wrong things, okay? Get your shit together. We partying hard tonight.
Did you tell her our plan yet?
No. Okay, so listen. Tomorrow night is Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a stakeout at Aunt Ethel's house.
Here we go. See? I told you.
You could come back out.
Oh no, they never come back out.
Don't you look delicious? I mean, scary.
All right, Little Girl, there's this movie, as he said, is called Halloween at Aunt Ethel's. Basically, Aunt Ethel is known in the town, rumored, that anybody, kids that come near her house, or, on Halloween and trick-or-treat, she basically kills them and makes them into her pickled chocolates.
Ew.
Yeah, pickled chocolates. Basically pumpkin pie and her candies and stuff. And Aunt Ethel, I thought, was an amazing, funny character.
And creepy.
Yeah. And there's a scene, quite a few scenes in this film that I fucking love. But let's start with the one where she's in her house and she's cutting up a hand that was in the refrigerator, puts on a pan and puts chocolate over it.
That wasn't a hand, that was a foot.
Ah, a foot, that's right, a foot. Excuse me. But I did see a hand somewhere in there, whatever. So...
That was in the fire.
Okay. So then you're getting grossed out because she's cutting the foot up and making chocolate treats out of it. It starts off in the beginning where the young lady was with her boyfriend in the car. Kearney Murphy played the character Sarah, which she was in his other film, Shadow People, which I was in that film as well. She, like, her boyfriend did some stupid shit and made her walk, and he took off in the car. Of course, he gets caught by Aunt Ethel, and of course she does too. Then the movie comes to what we talked about. There's a scene in the movie where this girl's in a wheelchair in her house. I guess she was dead.
Yeah.
And she was like playing checkers with her or something. And she's like, "You cheated."
No, she walked away to pick up the phone because the phone was ringing, talking about vacation. And then she said, "You better not cheat." And then she kept on looking back at the dead girl and like making that I have eye contact signal with her hands.
See you. Yeah.
And then she came back. She's like, "You cheated. Why did you cheat for?" And she gets up and she slaps the dead body in the face, and then walks back over and she goes, "I guess you were right. You didn't cheat." And then because she's like, "I do have 6."
And then she's trying to figure out a name to call her, and she said, I forget what she said, but the final answer was, "Oh, you're
Rachel?
definitely a Rachel."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you hear a Rachel is missing. It was fucking funny. There's a lot of funny shit in this film.
With Gio, the playground scene.
No, I had to back that up like 2 or 2 times to watch it. It's so fucking funny.
Trick or treat! Don't you look delicious? I mean, scary.
The one girl in this film, I swear to God, Melissa. She reminds me of the girl from Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Where she's like dense and all. Well, you mentioned it. She was on a playground, and Gio, her nephew, was playing. I can't stop laughing at this. But he comes to her and says, "That girl hit me. Can I put her in a chokehold?"
Can I choke her out?
Can I choke her out? So she's on talking on the phone more, and then Gio comes back and try to get her attention. She goes, "Hold on a minute. What do you want?" He goes, "Look, I choked her out, and the girl is laying on the ground." Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious.
They say that old Aunt Ethel, she turns all the kids' body parts into Halloween treats, leaving behind no remains at all.
That is one of the good scenes in this movie. It's so fucking funny. So basically, you know, you have the MILF mom. She calls herself MILF or whatever. You know, and her daughter cussing back and forth and whatever. Well, her and her boyfriend and this Mark and the girl that we're talking about, they decide to go and, investigate Aunt Ethel and watch her at her house, and seeing all these kids go in there, and then of course Gio ended up going in there. And there's a scene where Joseph Mazzaferro, the director, and I guess the other son, they were about ready to walk up to the house. They heard gunshots, so they go, "Oh, never mind, we'll go to the next house."
They don't even call the police. Like, if you hear a gunshot and somebody screaming, wouldn't you want to call the police or something? Or, because I guess it was Halloween night and they thought it was, like, an act or something.
Oh my God, this fucking movie was great.
Yeah.
And now, when I told you that when we were watching this film, I said, you know what, this is just something that we needed. It was fucking hilarious. Oh my God, there's so many good scenes in here. And of course, they go to the house like I told you, and then of course the boyfriend gets caught. And then they all end up in the house. You know. Of course, Aunt Ethel was always one step ahead, of course. Naive and, oh my fucking God. So anyways, basically the moral of the story is they have plans on killing Aunt Ethel. You know, that's the plan.
Rachel? Was it Rachel?
Nope,
Yeah.
Melissa.
Melissa didn't want to die, so she did everything in her will to stop Aunt Ethel from killing her.
Oh my God.
So she decided to stab a little kid that was walking up for
that was fucking crazy.
Candy. The kid did a good acting though, because he got stabbed and he just fell backwards.
That was
but anyway, and then it turns out that Aunt Ethel tricked Melissa into killing the kid, and now it turns out that Melissa is now cursed because she Aunt Ethel needed to find a person to take the last soul. So
it's 31 souls in 31 days. 31 people in 31 days. That's crazy. So this movie, I'm telling you, was a big, big surprise. And this is one of my favorite films that I've watched this year. So it was Mark, Melissa, and Mandy went to Aunt Ethel's house to find out if the rumors is true. And they see kids going in and kids not coming out. So they had a plan on killing Aunt Ethel.
But what about Ricky? In every scene we've seen him in, he was always jerking off. And there's this one scene when he was in the barn with Aunt Ethel and he was jerking off, and then Aunt Ethel killed him. And she goes and she takes the hedge clippers and clips off his balls.
His dick.
And I was like, ew.
You won't be needing this no more.
She brings it up and she slaps it on his forehead. Mm-hmm. She's like, you won't be needing this anymore. And she slaps it on his forehead. And she puts it in the refrigerator.
Oh my God. What an amazing film. Great cast of characters. Shot very well. A great storyline. I could watch this film again. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with this film. My goodness. It's a good Halloween treat. It's good anytime, to tell you the truth. It's a fun watch. So definitely check it out. Little Gru, what do you give it?
10 out of 10.
You know what? I don't give very many 10s, but I totally agree. 10 out of 10. What an amazing film. Funny. I'm going to say it again. Giovanni Mazzaferro, that would obviously be Joseph's son, played the character of Gio. And I'll say it again. This is fucking hilarious. She's at a playground talking on her phone, and Gio comes over there and says to her that girl is hitting me. Can I choke her out? And she goes, no. Just tell her to stop hitting you. So then she goes back on the phone again, and Gio comes back. He's waiting patiently for her. And she goes, hold on a minute. What, Gio? I choked her out.
And the camera shows the girl.
And the camera pans over, and there she is, passed out on the ground. I fucking love this movie. Oh my God, we watched that twice. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, film. And they scooted away like, come on, let's get out of here.
Love this film. So there you go, folks. And once again, I will give special thanks to Joseph Mazzaferro for sending us a link for our podcast. This is Gruesome Herzog.
And Little Gru, and we're out.
Woo! You can now check out the Puke 'em Up podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, any format that carries podcasts.
Walsh made everything real, the monsters, everything.
Oh my God! If you know the rules, you just might make it! Vampires, zombies, slashers.
The clowns I found on Craigslist.
We've got a dozen horror movies between us and actually surviving this mess. We need to come up with a plan. Jesus, as a virgin, I'd probably have a fighting chance.
You're not a virgin.
Puke 'em Up podcast.